So I wanted to make a video about some of my favorite medically oriented YouTube channels. And first I want to start off by saying I am not a doctor, I'm not a physician, I'm not a nurse, I'm not a professional medical practitioner, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a dietitian. I am not somebody to take medical advice from because I am not licensed to give medical advice, and I am not a professional. Medical practitioner by any stretch of the imagination. If you have a health care issue or a chronic disease or an acute disease or anything like this, seek medical help from a licensed medical provider, not a YouTube content creator. Again, YouTube content creators are not medical professionals, although some cases, in the few cases where they are, of course, what they're saying on YouTube does not constitute a replacement for medical treatment by a professional licensed medical practitioner. Okay? I am not a medical practitioner. Do not make that mistake. Okay? I am a YouTube content creator. Okay. So the first one is Dr. Michael Lustgarten, PhD. He was a friend of mine on Facebook for quite a while. He's a gerontologist out of New England. I like his work. He is his work. He implements the stuff that he's doing on himself. After that is Chris Beat Cancer, which is about a gentleman that had cancer. He gave himself to a completely plant-based diet and started taking certain nutrients, supplementing with different nutrients, and his cancer went into remission. Also, his channel is the one that brought me to things like Patrick Quillin, the author Patrick Quillin, who was a nutritionist for Cancer Centers of America, I think is the name of the place, and wrote the book Beating Cancer with Nutrition. Chris Wark, I think his name is, has also authored a number of books himself on his journey to cancer remission as a cancer survivor. After that, you have Ford Brewer's PrevMed. Ford Brewer is a physician that used to be an emergency room physician, got tired of people dying needlessly of heart disease and things of that nature. So then he went back to school to become a preventative physician, studying preventative medicine. Then he got into teaching preventative medicine. Now he has a channel on YouTube where he gives away the information for free, basically, and it's worth watching. It is definitely worth watching, especially if you're concerned about things like heart disease, which is primarily where the channel focuses. He also focuses on plant-based health. He talks about a number of supplements and different medications. Worth watching, very much worth watching. After that is nutritionfacts.org, Dr. Greger's channel. I have learned that it is best to check what he's saying against what is really being said in the research, and to do your own research to corroborate the stuff that's on nutritionfacts.org. But it's still a very good channel that promotes scientific understanding of nutrition. MedCram is for medical students, but it's also during the current outbreak of the unmentionable thing that shall not be mentioned. They have been dedicating a lot of work to the unmentionable thing that shall not be mentioned, and I do find it to be very interesting from a curiosity standpoint of learning about medicine. The University of California Television, very good resource on nutrition. Again, be careful, because certain lecturers might not be the brightest. Just putting that out there. Dead Doctors Don't Lie is the radio podcast, or the online radio podcast of Dr. Joel Wallach, who is a veterinarian that became a naturopathic doctor. He also discovered the first case of an animal that had cystic fibrosis due to a selenium deficiency. And then you have Found My Fitness with Dr. Rhonda Patrick. Not just Found My Fitness, but Found My Fitness, all the Found My Fitness stuff. Dr. Rhonda Patrick is amazing, and she is a big proponent of her mentor Bruce Ames's concept of what is called the triage theory of disease and aging. All of these channels are well worth watching. That, of course, is not all that I watch on medicine. I also put in the description a number of playlists I watch that I think are very helpful to people on cardiology, on veterinary medicine, and things of that nature. And that's all for this video.